Hello everybody. Looks like nobody is here right now. I don't know why, but for some reason, when I scheduled the previous stream, it was showing up when I looked at my own YouTube channel's front page, oh, there's a stream coming up in 10:30 p.m. But it just didn't do that for this stream, so I guess people just didn't know and I was streaming tonight. Might not get any viewers, however I will have the chat within view during the stream because I'm going to be playing Terraria in windowed mode. It's going to be a really tiny window. It might be a little hard to see, but it'll be worth it just in case any of you guys show up. But here's the thing. If none of you do show up, that's perfectly fine because honestly, this is going to be my first actual full-time stream. So I just want to get the hang of things. I'm not really good at this whole streaming thing yet. I've tried to record myself before, but it's really hard to get into the swing of we're being high energy all the time. I mean, you don't have to be high energy, but you have to be high enough energy for people to want to hear you. Because nobody wants to hear now I'm gonna turn on Terraria and we're gonna play Terraria. Nobody really wants to hear that. They want to hear you have a little bit of energy instead just a little bit you want to be here. Now, I'm not really sounding as high energy as in my, scripted videos, of which I have two. Look, I'm a student. I'm a full-time student, okay? I don't really have time to edit videos. Editing each of those took, several months of elapsed time. It was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of hard work. And, I'm thinking I might want to make another one of those videos someday. I already got an idea. It's something I've already covered in, a few blog posts, but I just thought making a single video about them might be good. I'm also thinking about potentially marking it as for kids, because as of now, my highest viewed video is just a clip from Glitter Force Doki Doki. That's right, I'm a freaking college student, and the very first video on my public channel that I created as a college student is a show for little kids. And the dub is even more juvenile than the original. Seriously, who wrote the dialogue? But anyways, streaming, Terraria. Yeah, I have to get the hang of things. And in order to see how streaming goes for me, to get better at it and to see if I like it, I need to learn how to fill space. Even if nobody's here, I need to make an entertaining stream so that if people want to watch it later, they won't be bored out of their freaking minds. But since nobody's here, you know what, I say it's your loss because we're going to be creating a brand new Terraria world today, and you guys aren't going to get to name it. I'm going to come up with the name myself. I would have let you name it something like Poopy Butt Farts or something, but you just had to go and let me come up with a name, and it's going to be the most boring name, all thanks to you guys. But yeah, honestly, I might have brought this on myself, because where I am, it's 10 at night. And I think I made a mistake by choosing to stream so late at night. I mean, the main reason I choose this time is so that I'm not streaming when the person who lives in the next room is busy and it all lines up that way. But really, I should be getting ready for bed by now, honestly. If I had a normal sleep schedule, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be going to bed. If my parents found out I was staying up this late, they'd be like, this is why you were always so tired in the daytime. You're always staying up late playing video games and looking at screens and stuff. And, they're not wrong. So, this is going to be the last stream until at least Saturday. I'm going to be up at my parents' place for a couple weeks. And I'm not sure, there's going to be a good place to record. But I mean, right now isn't really the best setup anyways. You guys can hear there's a buzz, there's a noise, this is not good sound quality. I know I should be setting up a noise gate, but I can't figure out how to make that work or what values to choose. And I tried doing noise suppression, and it doesn't work. So, you're just gonna have to deal with it until I learn to deal with it. Okay? Okay. Alright, so yeah. Basically, once I start streaming again, in a few days, I'm planning to do it at a better time, maybe sometime not at night, maybe the morning. I'm trying to train myself to be a morning person, so I end up saying, okay, I'm going to do 9 o'clock streams or something. Actually, maybe 10 o'clock would work better. 10 o'clock a.m. streams, that sounds reasonable. That way I won't be super tired, like, good morning, everybody. It's Glitter and Farmer. I have to be up now. No, I can be awake, you know? I can be awake by 10. I'm a strong person. Someday I won't even need an alarm clock if I really train myself to wake up before noon. Oh my gosh. Anyways, before we open the Terraria, I would like to introduce you to the rules of the Pretty Cure Terraria Hardcore Challenge. Or Terraria Pretty Cure Hardcore Challenge. I keep forgetting the order of the words and stuff. So basically, in Terraria, when you create a character, there's 3 options. There's softcore, medium core, and hardcore. Softcore means when you die, you just drop coins. Medium core, when you die, you lose all your inventory, just like in Minecraft. But in Terraria, since there's so much more progression, like, it really sets you behind when you lose that. Medium core is not very popular. Pretty much everyone plays softcore. So what could be harder than medium core? Hardcore. You die in the game, you die in real life. That's what we're going to be doing today. This might be my final stream, everybody. Okay, I'm kidding. You don't die when you die, but your character dies forever when you die. So it's kind of like you lose a little bit of a piece of yourself. It's kind of like a Horcrux. And I want to make that death extra gut-wrenching. We're going to start out with the very first Pretty Cure to ever Pretty Cure, Cure Black. Okay, now, probably a bunch of you watching probably don't even know what a Pretty Cure is, so let me tell you something. Pretty Cure, otherwise known as Precure, otherwise known as Pretty Cure, is the most popular anime that you've never heard of. You may not know about it if you live in America or in certain areas of Europe. Maybe if you live in Italy, you know about it. But in Japan, it is huge. It's like Sailor Moon, but even bigger. It started all the way back, 2004, with Terraria Pretty Cure. New season every single year, and it's been getting bigger and bigger. No, it actually has been getting bigger and bigger. The first season is still the most popular. All the other seasons kind of live in its own shadow in Japan. And the few Western-speaking fans, though, actually like the later seasons a lot. And they don't just know about Futariwa. So Western fandom's a little different from the Japanese fandom. But the Japanese fandom is the only actual big fandom. Anyways, still going on to this very day. You can go on Crunchyroll right now and watch Delicious Party Pretty Cure. Not sponsored, by the way. You can also pirate it too. Crunchyroll doesn't pay its subbers very well. Okay? You can fly the black flag with the skulls on it around here. I mean, I get that Delicious Party Pretty Cure, the villains are all a bunch of thieves who want to steal recipe fairies and stuff, but like, Phantom thieves are cool. So who cares about stupid things like morality, you know? Who cares? Who cares? Anyways, basically, yeah. Pretty Cure, very big in Japan, not very big everywhere else. But it holds a very special place in my heart and has in 10th grade ever since I started watching Mahou Sky Pretty Cure, and I was like, dang, this is actually good. So anyways, let's turn on Terraria. Okay, hopefully this doesn't overshadow my voice. If I do have any problems, I'm not going to find out about them until after the stream is over, or unless somebody just happens to come on in. Okay, yeah, sorry, anyways. So as you can see, wait a minute, I forgot to turn on the window capture. See, when I'm playing in a tiny window, I can see OBS at the same time, and I can see whether my stream's doing well. So, by the way, fun fact, I may as well tell you about what went wrong with the last stream. I'm gonna tell you about what happened. That was my first time using OBS to stream on YouTube, and so I'm not very good at using OBS. And I'm gonna turn down the volume, it's a little too loud for me. Anyways, I turned it down on my end, your end should be the same. Basically, I had everything set to the default. So I had it set to 180p, so like Ultra HD, and no, it's just regular HD. 260p is Ultra HD. Anyways, so I had it set to HD, and I had it set to 60 frames per second, and my poor little laptop with no GPU just couldn't keep up with it. So, especially not on the pretty bad college Wi-Fi I have, so yeah, it completely went and frickin' died. The frame rate dropped to like 0 frames a second. But now what I've done is I've set it to standard definition, 720p, and 30 frames per second. Look at it, smooth as butter. As smooth as 30 frames per second can be. But you wanna know what? That's fine. One of the things I like about Terraria, and also about my second favorite game, Stardew Valley, which I might stream someday if I feel like it, is that, I mean, look at the graphics here. They're all pixely. It's like really low res, and that makes it super easy to run and super easy to stream. It's a lot of fun. So as you can see, I play it a lot. So these are all my characters. I have a lot of characters. I have racked up so many hours in this game. I'm close to 100 on this guy. Anyways, now that we have the streaming set up in order, you should be good playing a game. Let's play a game. So yeah, the very first pretty cure to ever pretty cure is somebody called Cure Black. You know what? Before I go too far, I think I might as well show you Cure Black a little bit. I'm gonna download a picture of her from the internet. Don't tell Mom. Okay, go to the Pretty Cure Wiki. You can't see my browser because my browser kind of sort of has information on it that reveals which college I go to, and I don't want you guys tracking me down. If you guys, any of you watching me don't mean in real life, please don't dox me. Please don't use my real name. I'm trying to stay undercover like any pretty cure would. There's a reason why most pretty cures do not reveal their identities, but and those that do only reveal at the end of the season, and the show can never actually really show the impact of them being public. But that's enough about me rambling about what I want to see in future seasons. Okay, let's look at Misumi Nagisa. Now here's a fun fact. The first season, Terraria Pretty Cure, actually has 2 pretty cures, okay? And they both debut at the same time. So there technically isn't a first pretty cure as much as there were 2 first pretty cures. So go to Microsoft Paint because otherwise it's going to download as a WebP image. Okay. Anyway, so they transform and they debut in the first episode of the first season, and of course, like since they're at the same time, like who's to say Cure White isn't the first? Me, I'm the one to say it because when they all say when they both say their names, Cure Black is always the one to say her name first, and also she's the first character to be shown on. She's the first of the 2 to be shown on screen in the anime, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm not, then I renounce my status as #1 Pretty Cure fan in the world, and I hereby declare that I am not a Pretty Cure fan anymore because I suck at it. I give up. Anyways. So yeah, I'm considering Cure Black to be the first. You know, the Western fandom doesn't talk about Cure Black very much. She deserves to be talked about more, man. I say. Like, the Western fandom, like, is all caught up in, like, the newer seasons. Like, oh, I want to talk about... Frick. I accidentally saved it in the wrong folder. I'm trying to find this image so I can show you. Wait, what? Why? I'm looking in OBS for the image and I can't find it. Frick. Come on, cureblack.png, 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 cureblack.png. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is the person I am trying to create in Terraria. On the left, you can see her design in the first season for Terraria Pretty Cure. This is her civilian form. This is Misumi Nagisa, aka Cure Black. Okay, and on the left, this is like the design in Futariwa Pretty Cure Max Heart, which is the second season, and is one of only 2 sequel seasons of the anime. I know way too much about Pretty Cure. Please, somebody put me out of my misery. I am in misery. Anyways, Yeah, I also had a Maroon 5 phase too. I had two of them, in fact. Once in preschool, once in middle school. Oh! Oh, somebody arrived in the chat. Oh my gosh, somebody's watching me. Thank you for coming into the chat. Can you hear me? Can you see everything? Is everything going well? Anyways, yeah, I assume you already know about Pretty Cure since you're saying stuff like, oh, we're talking about Pretty Cure, so I guess I don't need to tell you everything about Pretty Cure, but I'm telling it for any future viewers who might come in and watch this thing later. So basically, I don't know when you arrived. Let me try to see. It doesn't display tons of comments. Anyways, basically, I'm going to be playing Terraria as a character that I'm going to do my best to be pure black. And I'm going to make her hardcore, so as you can see, they die for good. If Nagisa dies, she's gone. So how am I going to play the game? If she dies, well, there's like 69 more Pretty Cures. Okay, that's not the exact amount. I don't know how many there are. I forget. There's way more if you don't count, if you count the side characters as well. Like, if we're only counting main characters already, we'll be good for life. But, like, okay. I want to see. So I think this is the skin. This is the outfit we're going to be using the whole time since it's the only one with a skirt. Like, there's a bunch of female outfits. Like, this is the only one with a skirt. Though honestly, looking at this vest thing, I might use this if we end up dying so much that we get all the way up to heal and good in 2020. With perspective, Futari were Pretty Cures in 2004. Honestly, it's a little nerve-wracking. I actually have somebody watching me now. But okay. You know, if I keep doing this, I'm going to get way more people watching. So okay, which of these hairstyles looks the most Nagisa-ish? It's a little bit, but I think I might stick with this, or no. It's just kind of hard to find the most Nagisa-like one. Maybe I need to come up with something to fill the space. You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with this. You know what I should have done? Maybe there's an eyedropper tool that'll let me copy the value in here. Dang it. You know, Microsoft Paint doesn't let you copy color values, and I really don't feel like opening up GIMP. That takes a while, and I've already kept you guys waiting enough. Well, I'm gonna make the skin lighter so I can see the hair, the skin color against it. You know, I just realized this character's like bald on the side. I think I need to change it up a little bit. Maybe this'll work. Looks a little too boyish for her, but oh well. Anyways, so that's the hair color. We might want to make it a little bit. Geez, I need it. It's hard to come up with stuff to say while I'm focusing this hard. Anyways, may as well do this. This looks good. And, okay, now we're on to the thing already. So I think I'm gonna make you know what, frick it, I'm just gonna make everything black. This is pure black. I wish this outfit could, like, account for, like, the dark purple undershirt or something, but you know what, whatever. Whatever, man. Oh yeah, this is the slider I have to pull down. Okay. I could make this one like yeah, this doesn't look exactly like Nagisa, but oh well. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, this is Terraria, there aren't many options. Alright, let's create this character. I'm going to favorite her since I'm probably going to be using her a lot, because I'm going to be doing more of these streams. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you think she looks cute. I did the best I could. And unfortunately, since I had homework, I did not have time to create a world. So I'm going to create a new world for this. Since you're in the chat, okay, what do you want this world to be called? This probably won't get to you for a while. There's a little bit of a delay, so even when you type something in, it'll take me a while to see it. It's hard keeping track of this stuff. So anyways, while I'm waiting for the reply to get through, I'm going to choose a large world, okay? Because in Terraria, you start out with 5 hearts. So basically, I think each heart is like 20 HP, so you start out with 100 HP. You can go all the way up to 400 by collecting heart crystals. But the thing is, when you die, all of the heart crystals you consumed die with you. And if you don't feel like answering the question, that's okay. I mean, I could come up with a name myself. I'd probably just call it, like, I don't know, Careful Hideout seems like it might be a good name. I mean, I like the term careful because you got to be real careful. Or maybe, for now I'm going to call it the Cure Rose Garden, but if I see you post a reply, I will change the name to whatever you suggest. So no pressure, okay? Oh, fuck. Cure Rose Graden. Cure Rose Garden? Jeez, my mic is peaking so much. Frick, it fell down. So Cure Rose Garden is just a place in, yes, Pretty Cure 5 Go Go, or like, the place that has to be protected. Like, there's always that one magical place that has to be protected, and so the people come from that place to Earth. And okay, you like Cure Rose Garden? I'm glad you like it. If you want, you can change it. So anyways, let me know if you have any other ideas. Anyways, the bigger a world is, the more heart crystals it generates with. And we're going to need a lot of them, because honestly, heart crystals, there's usually more than you need, but like, if we're going to have enough heart crystals to fully HP up a character, like so many characters, we're going to need a lot of heart crystals. And we're going to make this classic, because this challenge is going to be hard enough as is, since once you die, you lose all your stuff and you have to start all over with a new character with minimum HP. And basically, in Terraria, if you don't know, there's 2 world evils. You have the Corruption, which is basically a disease-themed world, pretty topical for our time. And there's the Crimson-themed world, if you like a lot of blood. Now, I'm going to warn you, I really should have done this earlier, but even though this stream has the theme of a popular kids show in Japan, this stream is not kid-friendly. There's going to be a lot of blood, a lot of disturbing, gore-like imagery. I mean, this is a low-res game, so, I mean, it isn't going to be too terrifying, like, oh, I'm traumatized, I'm going to die. No, so it won't be like, on a scale of 0 to looking up Cyclopia on Google Images, this is probably like a 2, or maybe a 3 if I'm being really generous. Anyways, I don't know, maybe I'm overstating it, but yeah, at some point, Cure Black is probably going to explode into a gory, bloody mess. That's just how Terraria works. I mean, I could turn off gore, but where's the fun in that? And even if I did, like, the first monster we're going to fight is going to be a giant eyeball. So, like a giant disembodied eyeball. So if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to watch that sort of stream, I recommend you leave, because your mental health is more important than my stream metrics. So here's the thing, I've had mostly Crimson in the past 2 worlds I played. Like, the past world I played was a Crimson world, and the other one was like a special seed that had both Corruption and Crimson in it. So I'm going to go with Corruption this time, because purple is cool. And also, you know, it'll be nice to have a purple world, because You know, it's hard to get purple dye in this game. Because, I don't know, the other dyes are easier to get, but the purple dye requires this really rare snail that only spawns in the ocean very, very, very rarely. So if we're going to eventually get to the point where we're going to play as a purple cure, and we aren't going to get to that point unless we get to Milky Rose, which is like, we count. Black, white, straight, luminous, bright, bloom, egret, dream, rouge, lemonade, mint, okay. Unless we get to 10 deaths, we're not going to get to any purple cures. I really hope we don't end up having to get to that point, but if we do, it'll be nice being able to wear some corruption armor, have something purple to wear to fit with a purple theme. Alright, so we're going to have to wait a little while for the world to generate, because it takes a long time to generate a large world, especially with OBS running at the same time. Fortunately, I am running this in low resolution, not just in the stream, but the game itself is in SD. So it's really tiny on my monitor. I can still see what's going on pretty well, see what happens when we end up having smaller things. I've never played a game with a window this small. But, I like it this way. I can see the chat in OBS, I can see the screen in OBS. So yeah, we're going to be waiting here for a little bit. So if there's anything... So I guess right now I may as well talk about something else. Let me wipe my nose a little bit. Okay. Anyways, while we're waiting around for Terraria to do its thing, I may as well tell you about my recent experiences with the show. I have not been keeping up with Pretty Cure very well. I guess I'm not a real fan after all. Tropical Rouge, I stopped watching after episode 25. I do plan to continue someday, but I've just been having a lot of motivation issues lately, right now, I am procrastinating on an assignment that is due Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Math is fun, but it's also hard, and it takes a long time. And I want to be done, and it's more fun if you don't have to do it, It's fun when you can show off to your friends party tricks, like, oh, I know how to calculate the area under a 3D surface. I know how to do a hypothesis test. I know what a burst error is, and what burst length is, and what a cyclic code is. I'm so cool, I'm so smart, look at me. But, when you have to do it, it's not as fun, and that's the truth for anything. This is fun because I don't have to do this. I could literally end the stream at any time. But I'm doing it because I want to, and this is nice. So, anyways, I feel bad. I procrastinate a lot. I have trouble getting started on things. I have trouble focusing. And at the point, I kind of feel like the villains in, Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure. They're the ones who put everything off. The villain of Pretty Cure is literally called the Witch of Putting Things Off. I feel like if the heroes of Tropical Rouge were real, they'd freaking hate me. Or they'd make me get up at 6 a.m. I don't know which one's worse, honestly. I hate getting up at 6 a.m. I had an 8 a.m. class this semester, and it was so hard. I had to get up so early. I know, I don't know how early you get up. You might get up earlier. Anyways, enough about Tropical Rouge. This thing loaded. Alright, let's go in. This is my first time seeing this world. I hope there aren't any egregious world generation errors. One time I generated a world, and it had literally the dungeon, which is a necessary part of the game, super high up. And so, you literally could not get to it unless you had a ton of rope. Oh, no. Oh, that's definitely a way to start your game. Nagisa. Oh, man, I remember the first episode of Terraria Pretty Cure where Nagisa murdered a squirrel in cold blood. Good times, man. Pretty Cure is my favorite anime. I just watch it for scenes like that. Just squirrel mutilation is... Jesus, I did it again, oh my god. These squirrels just need to stop getting in my way, you know? But you know, it is hard to survive in a 2D environment. Anyways, what we are doing right now is getting wood. Oh my gosh, this really is not a squirrel-friendly place. So, in Terraria, you start out the game with a copper short sword, and the copper short sword sucks. It really, really sucks. And it's kind of supposed to, by design, it's the starting sword. You know, since we might end up going through a lot of characters, since we might end up going through a lot of characters, I'm going to keep all of the swords, including the copper short sword. Because, you know, it's better to be armed with something, even if it's the worst sword in the game. So anyways, our first order of operations is to build a house. Because, just like in Minecraft, which you probably are more familiar with in Terraria, because, I mean, Minecraft came first, and Terraria would not exist if not for Minecraft. But I still like Terraria better personally, because it's a fun game. It's more to my tastes. But yeah, just like in Minecraft, it becomes night, and when it becomes night, you have to go inside the house, because a bunch of zombies will attack you. Just like Minecraft. Might as well be playing Minecraft right now, except, honestly, I like Terraria better. Because there's more of a sense of progression, in my opinion. There's way more bosses to fight, way more types of ore to collect. There's way more to do. I'm gonna go kill this slime before it kills the bunny. Or I might as well propel the slime right into the bunny and kill bunnies, as well as squirrels. I never knew that Nagisa was such a freaking animal-murdering psychopath. Jesus. So, another thing about Terraria is that there are NPCs. Now, I know Minecraft has NPCs too, but in Terraria, you'll start with only one NPC, and you get more to move in by building houses for them. I don't really like building houses very much. I've never been a very creative person when it comes to that. My sister definitely loves Minecraft because you can build so many things in it. Since Minecraft is in 3D, it is definitely better for people who just want to build, but for people who want a survival experience. For people who want a survival experience, I honestly think Terraria is better because, like, there's so many more things to fight and survive. Like, in Minecraft, you just basically can eat whatever you want whenever you want, and you can basically just collect a huge stockpile of food and then just eat it whenever you're at the slightest bit of low health. And when you're at... Okay, I need to uncraft some of this. I forgot, I can't get very high up yet, and I don't have a grappling hook yet. So, basically, there's just... In Minecraft, it's easy to not die, but in Terraria, it's pretty hard to not die, honestly. Especially if you're playing in expert mode. Because, like, you can find potions and stuff, and you can make your own potions, but potions have a cooldown in Terraria. You have too many potions. You know what I mean? Not too many potions. You literally can't have too many potions. Oh my god. Why did the bunnies keep dying? Bunnies are ridiculously weak. Oh yeah, the NPCs can fight. And honestly, at the very beginning of the game like this, they're better at it than you. They literally start out with more... They have more HP than you start out with, too. Alright. Let's get... I can craft a torch here. And now all I need is a chair, and the guide will consider this his new home. I know you said math takes it out of me sometimes. I brought it on myself because I'm gonna major in math. But you want to know what takes it out of you even more than math? Writing essays. That's why STEM majors are the best, because they don't have to write essays. I literally, I don't know why people look down on liberal arts majors. Definitely. It's rough for rodents in the whole game. Like, you eventually get better you eventually, improve your HP and your defense. Rodents never do. They're always weaklings. Basically, I think... anyways, I'm gonna ask the guide how he's doing. Greetings, Cure Black. Is there something I can help you with? So yeah, I checked the housing menu. The guide has moved in here. This is his home now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... Well, you know what? I was going to dig down because when it comes nightfall, you really don't want to be outside. A beginning game character cannot fend off the zombies. Cure Black will die at this point if she faces zombies. And I do not want Cure Black to die. The best case, imagine if I could get through the whole game playing as Cure Black. Like, that would be super cool. I doubt it. Eventually I'm gonna run into some trap or die to some boss. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that boss, I'd die in 3 hits to that boss. I think I'm gonna go the other way. Right now I'm not gonna destroy these rocks, because worms might come out of the rocks, and I would like a net for those worms so I can go fishing. Fishing's really important. Oh wait! Oh my god, I forgot! I have the Cure Black thing up. Okay, now that I have that out of the way, you can see the whole screen. Which is a good thing, because now you can see my toolbar. So collecting mushrooms is a good thing. Eventually you find so many potions you don't even know what to do with them anymore. But this early on, if you get your hands on some sand and some water, you could use the mushrooms and the water. You could use the sand to create glass. You could use the glass to create bottles. You can turn them into water bottles, and then you can combine them with mushrooms to create healing potions. At this stage of the game, it is best not to engage with unnecessary combat. I'm not sure if going all the way down here was a good idea. Might not be able to return back. There are ways to return to your spawn point easily in Terraria. Unlike in Minecraft, where if you die, you just go to... You see, I just got a healing potion. If I drink this, I'm gonna recover 50 life, which is like half my bar right now. Oh. Oh god, I'm in the jungle already? How is the jungle this close? Okay, I think I want to stay out of the jungle right now. The jungle has some really difficult enemies for this stage of the game. I know difficulty is relative, though, because, like... Oh my god. Honestly, the difficulty of the game changes when you get better armor. So right now, honestly, I just don't want to go where I don't have enough space. Or I'm worried if I fall too far, I might not be able to get back up. Dang, I wish I had a frickin'... I wish I had a glow stick so I could see underwater a little better. Oh, wait, I forgot. I should collect ore. I completely forgot about that. In my previous save file, in the save file I was working on before, I had gotten to the point where I didn't really need to collect this sort of ore anymore, because I'd moved on to better ore. Okay. Okay, we aren't gonna suffocate. Alright, I'm gonna try to get back. I really do not want to be caught out in... I do not want to be caught out in the nighttime. If I do, fortunately, I have a bunch of wood, so I could create a a little box around myself and get back inside. But yeah, okay, good. I was able to get back up to where I wanted to be. I'm gonna collect these little flowers too. You can use the flowers to create potions later on. And by later on, I mean whenever we can... Oh man, I could have grabbed the sand over there. You know, I could have. I'll do that in the next in-game day, honestly. I feel like... Right now, I just want to get home. I already got a potion. It's an iron skin potion. Alright, I'm inside. Now, in earlier versions of the game, the guide would very often open the door, let all the zombies in, and kill everybody, but now the guide only does that if you, in hard mode, when you have a wraith coming in, and the wraith can go through walls, and the guide's like, oh my gosh, I'm not safe in here, I have to move. And then opens the door and lets all the zombies in. But at that point, you're powerful enough that you can easily deal with the zombies. Just hope he doesn't do it on a blood moon. That happened to me once in my most recent playthrough. And he let a bunch of werewolves in, and I was not equipped for them, and I killed them. What do you mean I killed them? I didn't mean to say that. I meant I freaking died to them. I died. So yeah, what I'm doing now, since I can't explore the world, is I'm going underground. And right now, my main goal is just to dig far enough underground that I can find a place, a little cavern. Because down in the caverns there are enemies to deal with, but they're mostly just like more advanced slimes. Like, it's going to be safer down there than up here. If I need to get back up... I have these platforms. Platforms are neat because you can go through them when you jump, but you can probably already see that. So yeah, I can get back up here. So yeah, these are the zombies, and these are the disembodied eyes. Like, disembodied eyes. This is why Terraria is a PG-13 game, in my opinion. So I really hope YouTube doesn't mark this as for kids, because it could genuinely be really dangerous for any kids who watch it. And also I'd end up demonetizing my video and deleting comments. So yeah, I remember the playthrough I was doing before this. I had to dig a really long shaft to get to a cavern. There's just a lot of digging, and it was really boring. So hopefully we don't have to dig as long, but it seems like we're going to be digging a long time. So what are the reasons I'm happy I chose the corruption, other than the purple color scheme? We'll see it eventually, but like, I just personally prefer the music in it. Oh my gosh, I think, you know what, I'm gonna go up. You go upsies now, like a little baby. Because I think we have enough wood for a furnace. So with the original version of Terraria, the guide was completely useless. I mean, he would give you some tips, like he still does. So like it says, oh, stay indoors at night. Obviously I know that already. And you can click help to get basically tips if you're new to the game. Like, pickaxe digs through dirt, axe chops down trees. Basically he's a walking tutorial machine. Like this. But now, in the latest versions, you can ask him for help with crafting. Like, oh, I have these blocks. What can I craft with them? There are a lot of things in Terraria you can craft using stone blocks. Including, here it is, the furnace. So, and I can craft that. Look at this. It's a furnace. Isn't it beautiful? So I have these iron ore, and I can smelt it into an iron bar. Unlike in Minecraft, you do not have to wait around for it all to be ready. There's no need to create a ton of furnaces, you just need the one. Really convenient. So now, it's time to go back down, and honestly, at this rate, it might end up being morning before we find anything important. Oh wait! A little bit of a hole. I found a little bit of a hole. And there's a pot down here. Finally, the first sign of anything interesting in this dig. And would you look at that? There's another sign of something interesting. So, okay, we're gonna do some more platforms. And now, we can go down. Look at this. Oh wait, you know what? I want to dig through here. So yeah, the music's changed. We've gone low enough that the music no longer is the way it was before. But the thing is, down this far, since the light doesn't change, you can't tell whether it's day or night down here unless you have a clock. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that? It's more ore. So this is tin ore. Okay, so here's the thing about Terraria. You either have copper ore or you have tin ore. You can't have both unless you're playing on the special junk world seed, which we aren't. And tin ore is better than copper ore. Slightly better. All your starting tools are made out of copper no matter what world you're in. Honestly, I think it would be pretty neat if you started out with tin tools in some worlds. In the worlds with tin in them. But like, I get it. You want all players to start off the same. Also, it would probably make speedrunning more annoying if you had to be like, oh, I have to restart the game now that I started the world with copper instead of tin. So I guess I get it. So like, there's 4 other pairs like that. Like every world well, there's 4 worlds at this stage of the game. Eventually you get to hard mode and there's another stage. But basically, you also, like, we have iron ore. In a world, we either have iron or lead. This world, we have iron. In our world, you either have silver or tungsten. I don't know if we have silver or we have tungsten. And finally, you have either gold or platinum. And once again, I don't know. Generally, like, you have to go lower to get better tiers. Oh, no. Yeah, I do not like the sound of that. Yeah, I might... I do not like the giant worm. Giant worms are super annoying to kill unless you're willing to take damage from them. And, oh, dang it. Now, I kind of want to go outside and grab those stars. I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk it. Alright, that's as far as I'm going. I like having those stars in hand. You could use the stars to... If you get 5 of them, you can use them to increase your mana count so you can cast more magic spells. Like right now I can do magic, but if you run out of mana, you can't cast any more spells. You have to wait for the mana to recharge. Okay, I think the worm despawned. Those giant worms are so annoying at the beginning of the game. But yeah, it's crazy how, like, there's not really early game or late game in Terraria. Like, early game, like, do you mean, like, before any bosses? Or do you mean, like, before Wall of Flesh? Or before Skeletron? Like, you have to be more specific than early or late game. Because there's so much progression. Though honestly, now that I think of it, that's true of most games. Okay, so... I'm trying to get over to... I know there's a lake over here. I saw a jellyfish in there. I'm not sure if I'd be willing to kill a jellyfish yet with my lack of armor. Honestly, for now, I'm kind of hesitant to use heart crystals since they are a finite and non-renewable resource. So look at that. There's some ore up here. I'm gonna create a bridge. I'm gonna get some more tin ore. Tin is pretty crappy when it comes to ore, but it's better than nothing, and I would much rather have tin armor on than no armor on. I wish we had some rope. Rope would be really great for navigating these places. Okay, I heard a falling star. Still night. It's really annoying I have to place these platforms everywhere. Rope is just so much easier to handle. I know what? I think I'm just gonna leave those waters be for now, because I don't have any glow sticks. Have I got any glow sticks? I can't see underwater. And technically, in hard mode, you can get like a cursed flame torch, but that's really late on in the game. So, I guess we're just gonna keep on mining. Terraria is an interesting game, I swear. Okay? Don't at me. I still like Terraria a lot. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's daytime again. Alright, I want to explore the world a little bit more. Maybe that flower over there has just spawned. Little angry dandelion. And for now, I want to smelt all of our tin. Alright, that isn't much, but let's see what we can make out of it. Also not much. We can't make anything yet. We need an anvil to make stuff out of our bars. We need a lot more iron. Wait, I have 4 iron bars. Can I make this? Can I make the anvil? No, I can't. Hey guide, how much do I need? How much do I need? It lags a little bit. Where's the anvil? Ugh. Hey guide, come back. I'm sorry I hurt you. I won't do it again. You're not a rodent, so you're safe from me. For now. We'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, I just need 4 more ore in order to create 1 more bar, and then I'll have my anvil. And we'll be very happy to have that anvil, because I think I have enough tin right now to make myself a better weapon. You know what? You know what I think I should do right now? I'm going to create a wooden sword. It does... I mean, I get it. This is a superior copper short sword. Sometimes tools in the game will just spawn with prefixes, and sometimes they'll make the thing better in certain ways, sometimes they'll make the thing worse. This is a really damn good prefix for a sword, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a copper short sword, so it still sucks. And would you look at this? The keen wooden short sword doesn't even have a damage boost, and it still does more damage than this wooden sword. This copper short sword, I mean. So as you can see, this swings in an arc instead of just stabbing in one spot. So, I hate that I have to keep rubbing my nose, because I know it keeps rubbing against my mic, and it makes everything so freaking... You can hear me brushing the mic, like I'm already peaking as is. Not right now, but... Okay, this is the desert. Yeah, I was hoping for more places to explore, but like right now, the desert just, like I'm surrounded on both sides by dangerous biomes. Like, I have never had a jungle spawn this close to spawn before. Usually it's all the way at the edge of the world. But here's a fun fact about Terraria. The dungeon always spawns on the opposite side of the world as the jungle. So to go to the dungeon, I know we need to go right. And the snow always spawns on the same side as the, sorry. It always spawns on the same side as the dungeon. So we need to go right for that as well. Like, in a normal world, I usually have, like, the desert on one side and the snow on the other. Now, the snow isn't exactly... Oh, look at that. That's a lot of ore. I like this. I like this. Unfortunately, it looks like we are going to have to move our elevator a little bit. Yeah, eventually I want to dig this all the way down to hell. And yes, hell does exist in Terraria. Ooh, there's silver ore. I haven't gotten a world with silver ore in so long. It's always tungsten for some reason. So yeah, a lot of ore. I can't use it yet because I need iron ore, but silver ore is very good. It's way better than any of the other ores we've gotten previously. Though gold or platinum, whichever one we get, will be the best. Now, platinum is the best ore, but, you know, I like the randomness, getting different ore each time. It keeps things fresh. Just like the 6th season of Pretty Cure. Which hopefully we will not have to get to, because if we get to even, yes, 5, we're probably going to be out of... It's okay that you have to log out soon. I'm probably going to stop the stream in a little bit, because I would like to go to bed at a slightly reasonable hour tonight. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good day, and always remember to prioritize your own mental health and physical health over that of random strangers on the internet. Goodbye. And remember, you can always watch the live stream too, so if Pure Black ends up dying, you'll know. Just watch it. The weird thing is, like, if you watch a stream on YouTube, like, it'll automatically mark you as having watched the whole thing if you only tune in for like 3 seconds. So that's kinda... I mean, it's good for your streamers, because it marks us as having more views and more engagement. Thank you so much! I hope Pure Black lives too. Pure Black is one of my favorite Pretty Cures, but like, I have a lot of favorites, so I'm not sure if she'd be top 10 material. It's been so long since I've watched most of these seasons, but I really do like Nagisa. I think she's good. I like Cure White too. Like, I cannot decide which one I like more. Honoka is cool, Nagisa is cool. I like them. So this over here. Oh my gosh, more iron. Okay, at this point we have more than enough to make an anvil, but unfortunately we do not have bombs. Bombs are really good for mining things quickly. But I basically never use bombs for some reason. I don't know why I don't. It would be much easier if I did, but I just don't. So this is going to be a long stream of me slowly mining things. I don't know if Terraria is as much fun to play as it is to watch. I haven't really watched very many Terraria live streams. And of those, the Terraria videos I watch are usually like cut versions of actual live streams. But honestly, I have fun watching my own recordings when I'm not cringing at the horrible audio quality. So, alright, I think I sense a cave over there. If I go over there, what is this? Is this more silver, or could it be platinum? It's more silver. Wow, this is so much. So, yeah, more digging. I know, not the most entertaining thing in the world. But anyways, now that I am by myself, again, which I don't mind, you know? Now it's just me. I have this whole stream all to myself, and I'm going to take advantage of it. May as well just talk about tropical ruse, you know? As somebody with ADHD, like, that's the cause of my mental problems, you know? That's why I can't concentrate and why I don't have motivation. So it just, like, I would like a show about, like, motivation versus putting things off. If it said more than, like, oh, don't put things off, it actually gave you practical tips on how not to put things off and how to get motivated. Because right now it's like, oh, how? Okay, I think I'm gonna skedaddle out of this place. Shit, I think I'm gonna die. I am so close to dying. I'm gonna take my potion, just in case. But basically, yeah, now I cannot take another potion for the next 60 seconds. Well, 50 seconds now, but... Okay! I wouldn't say we almost died. I don't think we've been within a single heart during this whole playthrough, being extra careful. But... we made it, nonetheless. Okay, so I have all this, I have a ton of iron, and I have quite a bit of silver as well. So surprisingly, we have not encountered a single chest. I think I'm going to create my own chest real quick. I'm going to put it up on the roof. That's where I always put my chests, on the roof. I actually don't feel like storing anything yet, but it's nice to have. Basically, if I die, that's where I'm going to keep my stuff. Like in a medium core world, at least if you die and drop all your items, you can pick them back. As long as you can pick it back up, as long as you don't quit the game. Because when you quit the game, everything you drop on the floor dies. I mean, disappears. I used the wrong word. I don't know why you craft an armor statue and only an armor statue, but anyways, anvil time. I really appreciate this. Alright. One thing I definitely want to upgrade right now is my pickaxe, since I'm basically going to be using all of my stuff on that. Oh, having a minecart is a good idea. I think you can ride the rails without one with a default minecart, but just in case, riding the rails is a really good way. Oh, by riding the rails, I mean, in the world, you can very often find like minecart tracks that just are pre-built and you can ride them throughout, kind of like the mine shafts in Minecraft. So unfortunately, I don't really have very much space for much armor. I don't have many bars left. What I could do is, I'm gonna have to mine for more wood, but yeah, you can put armor on. And here, all that work we put into customizing this character is going to go completely in the trash. Because you spent all this effort customizing the character. And what do you get? You get the whole body covered up by armor. So Cure Black isn't going to be so black anymore. I pity her. She lost her color. The world just isn't the same with Cure Brown as it was with Cure Black. R.I.P. You shall be missed. May as well plant some trees. Even though this is Pretty Cure and not Tokyo Mew, it can still be a little bit environmentally friendly, right? I mean, there is a little bit of what I consider to be an allegory for pollution, because eventually, in hard mode, the corruption ends up spreading a lot, and you have to manage it before it takes over the entire world. No, it isn't exactly like it. Honestly, it's not actually an allegory, because it's not caused by humans. It's just the way the world is. I mean, technically you did cause the corruption to spread that much in order to get more power, so yeah, I guess technically, but... oh, damn it, there's a frickin'... There's a freaking worm and I can't get it. And there's a butterfly too and I can't get that either. See, usually I end up having this huge stockpile of acorns because I can't find any at the beginning. I mean, I can find acorns, I just can't find spots to plant them. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime soon. I'm gonna head back inside. Okay, I think the frame rate on here is a little bit sussy, but according to the OBS, it only dropped 118 frames out of this whole freaking thing. Like, I say that's pretty impressive. So anyways. Ooh. Iron broadsword. I like this. Oh, I accidentally clicked OBS because I'm seeing the Terraria screen on OBS as well. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put everything I have away right now. I'm gonna put away this and this and this. I'm not really gonna focus on sorting right now. Because if I die, I'm gonna want to keep as much of my stuff as possible. I want to keep the wood though. Wood's good. And you can always replenish it. It's a renewable resource, just like in real life. Careful tree planting can get you everywhere you need to go. So, honestly, one of my goals in this stream is to be as close to the Pretty Cure's fighting styles as I can. But there isn't very much about Pure Black or Pure White's fighting styles that can be replicated in Terraria. Like, Pure Black fights with punches, Pure White fights with kicks, but, like, mostly anyways, that's a generalization, but, like, there isn't really much hand-to-hand combat in Terraria. You fight with weapons, not your bare fists or your feet. So, okay, I just unplugged my computer. I'm gonna put it up to best performance. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye to my blackness forever. I'm gonna craft some wooden armor because, oh my gosh, each one is 1 defense. The set bonus is 1 defense. If I switched up, so yeah, I have a total of 3. Oh wait. Oh my god, the Greaves have literally 0 defense. They only exist so we can get the set bonus of 1 defense. So at this point, if I swapped out the wood helmet with the tin helmet does have 1 more defense, but we'd also lose the set bonus defense, because the set bonus is when you wear everything, all of your armor is of the same set. So, at this point, there's no difference between wood and tin helmet, except if I wear the wood helmet, it matches, and I like it when it matches, it's aesthetically pleasing. Anyways, it's time to go underground. Because right now, even though I feel better with 3 defense than with 0, oh my god, look at how much faster we mine now. Holy heck, it still takes the same amount of hits to mine everything, and oh my gosh. Look at this. We have this huge cavern. Oh my gosh. We might find a chest yet. Huge vein of ore too. I hope we end up getting bombs soon. Thing is, I prefer to use bombs when I have gel, because you can turn them into sticky bombs, and then they stick to things instead of rolling around and blowing up things you didn't mean to blow up. Whoa, look at how fast that went. Cut through that slime relatively better-like. You know, maybe I can go into the desert with the iron broadsword. But I don't really want to risk it so much. Right now I just want to collect as much ore as possible. There's not a single bit of ore that I do not need. Okay, this guy's got a little bit of meat to him, but look at that. Look what I did. Ugh, I hate these fucking worm things. I killed it! I killed the worm thing. Okay, good. Now I am no longer defenseless against the evil worm things. I hate those worm things so much. Okay, there we go. I really hope there aren't too many times during the stream where I just forget to talk. I am really bad at keeping talking while I'm focusing on something else. This is not something I'm used to doing. Like, I normally talk to myself a lot in real life, but playing video games, when something else has my focus like that, it's just hard for me to talk at the same time. So I hope I'm not being super boring. Also, I'm going to run out of torches soon. Okay, so this over here looks like it might be a trap. Oh, there's rope. This is good. I like the fact that there's rope. Okay, that wasn't a trap. Because one of the things in Terraria, there's lots of traps lying around that will freaking kill you. Another thing you have to watch out for in Terraria, like most games, is fall damage. Fall too far, you could easily die. Fall damage is one of the most common causes of death in the early game. Once you get wings, which, yeah, you can get wings, it is just like a Pretty Cure super form. Everybody gets wings in Pretty Cure. That's how the game works. Okay, so I know there's iron down here, but I really worry about having enough. Oxygen and not suffocating. Because it's pretty deep down there, and I do not want to die. Okay, good. I have copper. I have gel again. And gel is what you need, as well as wood, to create torches. Torches are... Oh! Oh no. No, 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 no. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Whoa! That was a pretty quick death. That was pretty pathetic. Didn't even get to a single more heart. So yeah, this is the end for Cure Black. And nobody was here to watch her die. You guys never even got to say goodbye to Cure Black. I can't believe it. I fucking died, man. Can't believe it. Bye, Cure Black. We'll all miss you. I'll always remember you as the first. That's just sad. I feel dumb. I let her die. I mean, on the absolute bright side, we didn't waste any heart crystals, so we'll be able to sustain another one just fine. And we still have a bunch of ore and pools left over for the next cure, who, by the way, will be Cure White. But for now, looks like we're gonna have to say goodbye to our friend Cure Black. So as you can see, in Terraria and hardcore mode, when you die, you can just travel the world as a ghost. Unfortunately, as a ghost, you don't emit light, so you can't travel any of the parts of the world that are dark. But hey, once you die, you can't die again, so you can go out at night, safe at night. The good news is we did not get too far, which is a blessing and a curse. Oh. Oh, there was a chest down here this whole time, and I didn't take it? Well, that's definitely something to do in the next run. Wow, I can paint you terrible. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be super boring. But I'm gonna go search the sky for floating islands. I'm not sure if floating islands are a thing in Terraria. That's odd. Why can't you use the map when you're dead? Oh yeah, you can't see this right now, but just like Minecraft, just like in Minecraft, like the title of the window changes. So yeah, as you can see, you can go all the way up to space in this game. Honestly, this is making for a kind of boring game. But yeah, right now, I mean, the game isn't boring, but like, I think my decision to go searching for floating islands at this slow glacial speed is pretty boring. So yeah, up here, this is still jungle territory. I think I better explore the world a little more, even if we'd be able to do it faster once we get our hands on Hermes boots. Oh yeah, that's another thing to worry about. There's only a limited supply of speed increasing accessories. No, there's not. You can go fishing for sail boots. If you really need to, we can just spend a bunch of time fishing. It'll be a really boring stream. But we can still do that. We can still put on some sailfish boots and go running around. I'm not sure if you can use sailfish boots to create the Terra Spark boots, which are the most powerful boots in the game. If so, we might just want to start by going fishing so that we don't end up wasting the Hermes boots on an early dying character. I can't believe how fast Cure Black died. It took her like, how long? An hour? Like an hour 20 minutes? Oh, the jungle goes on a while. Wow. It really does go on a real long time, doesn't it? This world like doesn't react at all to you dipping in and out of the water. You don't make a sound. I really am dead. Rather, Cure Black really is dead. I'm just a spirit that possesses the cures and forces them all to enter this really dangerous world and die. I hope you all enjoyed watching one of your favorite childhood characters from your favorite childhood shows, assuming that you have based and red pill tastes like me. I don't know, freaking explode and die in a gory mess. So yeah, Cure Black died to one of those traps. It's the most insidious kind of trap. I mean, it's super hard to see unless you're carrying a electronic thing with you. It gets easier to avoid traps once you access the electrician. And when you look at that, it's another desert. As if oh, it's an oasis. This is really nice because thanks to the oasis, there's a pool of water here and we can go fishing in the desert. So you can do stuff like fishing for a magic conch. It would be nice to get a settlement here, because if you get enough villagers living in a certain place and you make them happy enough, they'll sell you pylons, and pylons are really nice. So yeah, right now you're hearing all the wonderful music Terraria has to offer. Ooh, look at these, the living trees. You know what, I don't think I want to spoil too much of this after all. I'm going to save and exit. And if you look at that, Cure Black is gone. We hardly knew ye. Anyways, I think we're going to end this stream here. I'm gonna get ready for bed, take a shower, get up early tomorrow to do more homework. And by early, I mean at 8:30, which actually isn't early. It's a normal time. I'm just not normal, so I don't go to at a normal time. It's early for me. So, yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we're going to be picking up again with Cure White. R.I.P. Cure Black. Sorry, wrong one. We hardly knew ye. Bye. Rest in peace. And goodbye to you all, too. Fortunately, you all aren't dead yet, I presume. So you guys will be able to watch this later when it's recorded, or you can watch me tomorrow. Alright, farewell, everybody.